So we've got a new segment here. We have another new member, Brantley, still back. Brantley, just say hello to everybody. Can you stand where you are and just? I want to brag on him. He's a good friend. I've known him for some years now. He started a company, Softwash, and he came to me and he was telling me about it a couple of years ago, where rather than stripping off the surface with high-powered pressure wash, they actually use a biological agent that kills mold, mildew at the spores at the core of it, down in the pores, and then they seal it. And so I'll let Brantley tell you just a little bit about that. But he's offering a discount right now. He's actually done some massive projects, big campus, giant buildings, hundreds of thousands of square feet, and they look brand new when they're done, and they stay looking that way for some time. They do a lot of really fine homes as well. So Brantley, do you mind just kind of telling everybody about what Softwash is and how that works?
Make this ever easier for everybody to look up this way. Well, first, thanks for having me. It's exciting to be a part, be a new member. So thank you, Joe. Joe kept poking at me. So between cigars and whiskey, I finally gave in. But Softwash Solutions is a safe, effective alternative to pressure washing. Everybody knows what pressure washing is. Bottom line is your business or your home collects algae, mold, mildew, and bacteria. We live in the mold belt as part of Texas, all across to Florida and up the coast. So we really can't get rid of it permanently, but we found a safe, effective, biological way to treat it rather than just to pressure wash it. So our process is biodegradable and eco-friendly. It's safe for the family, pets, plants, all that sort of thing. And we find that, as an example, 85% of residential roofs are replaced prematurely, simply because they look bad. So if you or a family member or neighbor is trying to sell their home, there's a discussion about, oh, they're going to ask us to replace the roof. If the roof's not leaking, we can rejuvenate it, we can come clean it, we can take all that black mold and mildew off of it, and our process lasts 4 to 6 times longer than anything else on the market. On the flip side of that, as Joe was saying, we didn't really intend to, but we've fallen into being blessed with a bunch of commercial work, so we've kind of become Houston's premier commercial cleaner. Everything up to 6 stories. We've done bank buildings. We work with a lot of the independent school districts down on my side of the world. But if you've got a strip center, business, anything that's starting to look its age, and subconsciously, the longer that looks that way, the less people notice it. So if you talk about, if I just say the word, wow, that building pops, what does that bring to mind, the picture? It's fresh, it's clean, and it's new. So if you have a commercial property, a residential property, you want to clean, sanitize, that fresh pop, call Softwash Solutions. We can get that taken care of for you.
And it's safe for people, pets, and plants.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, sir.
All right. There you go. There you go. Call Brantley.
Can I leave those behind?
Yes. So Jack's got another meeting that's more important with more important people.
There's only 1.2 million in the precinct, and you are the most important one.
We've got some other members to talk to.
Yes.
We've got some signs here, and
We'll just leave those behind, and if there's any left over, Mark, will you get them to the center? Sure. All right, thank you all.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. So one thing that we're going to do is one thing that we're going to try to do is do a better job of members knowing one another. There's a good number of members that like to remain anonymous. They like their privacy. They don't want their name, email, phone number published. We're going to respect that. But there's a lot more of us out there that would like to do business with one another and have a way. So how about, how do you guys feel about some type of a directory where you can more easily get a hold of and know who your fellow BIZPAC members are? Because you come to a meeting and every time you come, there's, you know, more than half the room is people you've only seen once before or never before, right? And so I want to help, you know, foster that. And what really brought that to mind was in June, we found out that the business referrals within BIZPAC exceeded $100,000. And I was like, we got to tell the story, and then we've got to tell the members, help the members to have some tools, resources to be able to know who each other is and what they do. So we're gonna pull that off. That's a big effort we've got underway. I want those types of testimonials. You probably can't read it where you are, but I want those types of testimonials out of business owners to be reasonable customary within our group, right? If you join BIZPAC within weeks or months, or like in Harrison's case, within hours, you know, you've more than paid for your membership or sponsorship. That's the way it ought to go. You got a group of people here that are vetted, tried, true. You know, they're going to deliver good business services or product to you. And so, you know, you don't have to look any further. This ought to be the first stop, is the idea. So do you guys feel okay about that? If you'd like to be in a directory, we're gonna do it, okay? Next segment. Oh yeah, if you're not